inverse order of practice speed. That means Cato, New York's Regan Smith. Driving for Tommy Baldwin Racing.
And he's off.
You're hearing a spotter over the in-car radio. Oh, maybe. No, actually, it sounded like TV himself. That sounded like Tommy.
It did,
the car owner.
Yeah. We heard Jimmy Johnson talk about getting up through the gears. So that's the driver's primary responsibility here, and hitting those shift marks perfectly, getting that smooth shift, and trying to carry the momentum as fast as you can, because you only have one lap to get up to speed. We used to run 2 laps here. Now it's only 1 lap once you cross that line.
Now, running the top groove on the get up to speed lap, myth or momentum?
Oh, no, definitely momentum. I mean, you just make the track bigger. Takes you longer to get it down here. You get a chance to wind the engine up, get the car wound up. When you come to the green, you're full, but flat out, baby.
Yeah, and I think also to add to that, DW, is you're running a bigger arc, so it doesn't drag the car down as much, as well as it's a longer lap to get you up to speed.
Now, right there is where the start-finish line would be at Daytona. Here at Talladega, it's on down the next straightaway past the exit of pit road.
And what you try to do, like, is you just try not to put any more effort into the wheel than you have to. Because if the more you turn the wheel, the more you're slowing the car down. So you try to hold, you talk in golf about keeping your body still. And in racing, you try to keep your hands still. At this kind of racetrack, you don't want to move that wheel much because it'll bog the car down, slow it down.
Now, this area of our tracker is dynamic to show how much throttle and how little brake. None.
Not yet. Yeah, if you see anybody lift off the throttle here at Talladega,
got a problem.
There's a big problem.
What the heck?
Well,
there's an angel.
It's Aspen Dental Weekend at Talladega.
That's the tooth fairy.
Yes, it is.
Remember to go below the yellow line after turn 2.
50.37, 190.1 for Regan Smith. Here's Vince Welch.
With Dale Earnhardt Jr., he will go out 10th. We were just talking about for a lap where you're flat out. There certainly are a lot of intricacies, and I liked Junior's comment that he calls it something other than intricacy. But got a lot to think about, all things considered.
Yeah, there's you got to do a lot of things to get back to the garage or get back to pit road after the first round. But it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's what you got to do to run your best lap. And if you make it in that second round, you want to put yourself in the best position to try to improve your time if you can, or not slow down as much as some other guys. I don't know what we're going to run and really see, or couldn't tell yesterday really how we lined up against the competition. So,
Jeff said you should be on pole. That's what he's
I
expecting.
can't believe he'd say that. Considering he drove the 24, he knows how good that car qualifies in speedways. Look at Daytona 500. Look at the races he qualified last year. Can't believe he's already jumped ship.
To clarify, I thought I said that he's going to give him a run for his money. I still got my money on the 24.
Here's all I heard. Beep, beep, beep. That's A.J. Allmendinger. And then number 47. Randall Burnett, the crew chief. Kathy Schechter, the car owner, 50.42, about half a tenth slower than Regan Smith. So now here is Jimmy Johnson, driving for Rick Hendrick, check, and us. The only crew chief Johnson's ever had in Sprint Cup racing. Why are they qualifying so early? Why did they practice so slowly?
Well, I think this is going to play out because as I watch Jimmy Johnson go around here, all I'm thinking about is I think he's going to have a fast run, and he could be a threat today for the pole, but what's going to hold him back? He goes early. All the components in the car heat up. That's good. We like the oils and transmission, everything to get nice and warm. It takes away a little bit of friction, but it's going to sit on pit road for a long time if he advances to second round, where some of these others like Chase Elliott at the back of the field, he's going to have everything nice and warm. If he can qualify really good, he'll go out late in that second round, and I think that gives him a distinct advantage.
Yeah, and Mike, Chad and Jimmy, they don't do anything by chance. There's a method to their madness always.
49.91, 191.8.
Yeah, it's a little early to say whether that's how good that is. That's not. It's certainly not a bad lap. I'm not sure how that's going to stack up to the fast.
I think
to the pole.
Yeah, I think all we really have to go back on is last year's pole. Not a lot has changed since then. but it was a low 49 seconds.
Yeah.
You would certainly think that 48 would be one of the top contenders here today, but that time is certainly a long way off from what we saw last year.
Those guys, I never do say that's not very good with those guys, because you just never know with those guys.
Well, time is definitely going to tell. And, you know, Ryan Newman right here has already kind of shown us he's 800ths off of what Jimmy Johnson ran. So I think that this is a pretty solid car, a solid lap, and I think as close as he is to Jimmy, I think that's starting to tell us, paint the picture.
So I think the question is, will that make the top 12? I mean, I think that's what you're looking at
And
right
that's
now.
the key right now.
So,
this round will not
yeah.
decide the pole, Larry.
Yeah, Jeff, the one difference from last year, starting with Daytona in February, they did go a 64th smaller with the restrict plate. I still don't know if that's a pole run by Jimmy Johnson, but that definitely has hurt the speed from last year.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that, Larry.
Ryan Newman is second fastest. He has one front row start here. He's driving for Richard Childress Racing. Matt DiBenedetto, one of the fun stories of this season. At Bristol a couple of weeks ago, driver introductions. Each driver comes out from behind a curtain to a song of his choosing. He chose ZZ Top, and he was dressed full-on Billy Gibbons, Dusty Hill, with the beard and the guitar and the whole thing, and then translated it into a great top 10 finish.
That whole day for him was a party. I mean, it started in the driver introduction, the great finish he had in the race, and then he got home, and the whole neighborhood was waiting for him to get home. What an incredible day for that young man.
And I think this is another weekend where he really could shine. Not necessarily here in qualifying, but when this race goes green, these are cars, and this is a driver that can do very, very well here in restrictor plate racing at Talladega.
Now, all of these cars so far are among the 36 chartered teams. They will be in the race. When we get to the open teams, we'll let you know who has to try to time their way into the field. 50.66 for the Grass Valley, California driver. 5 of 41 drivers have had their turn at the clock so far.